I have, Belle, and a deeply distressing story. There was one tweet which perhaps summed it up, and that was the idea that ordinary people, this is a tragedy witnessed by ordinary people involving ordinary people. So while it might be politicised in the coming days, it's ordinary people who witnessed and suffered in this. Let me just show you this video. This was shared with us by an Italian who lives in Genoa. It was Emmanuel here in our team in The Cube, spoke to him, and he's a local, and he went down to the scene. This is immediately afterwards, after that bridge collapsed yesterday. You can just see the emergency teams, I mean, people partly wandering around, standing there. You can see officials here in uniforms, but just the destruction taking everybody in Genoa by surprise. This is nothing. This is not something that anybody expected to see. And obviously, when we were speaking to him, we were just asking about what he was seeing. He was describing these scenes here, as you can see, of destruction and of rubble there as well. So for those in Genoa, this was deeply distressing, but for many people, they took to social media and shared their narrow escape from being on that bridge in the first place. A French lawyer says that she was driving with her family and they were approaching the bridge. They were coming up to the bridge. Obviously, we saw on the maps that this is part of a major artery that takes you from Italy into the Italian Riviera and into France. It's a major artery in that sense. So a lot of people crossing through Europe down this road. So this Italian lawyer saying they started to drive in slow motion. They think they could see something up ahead, something going on. Then in another tweet, sort of moving now into French, describing they thought they saw a pylon collapse. Now, this, of course, we've seen from the videos. This is when the bridge started to collapse. So they saw that there. Then, almost in disbelief, they tried to back their vehicle up, but they weren't able to get back because, obviously, the traffic behind them equally concerned. They were not able to move further back. So then, finally, they say they got out of the car, they left the keys in the ignition, and they ran. They ran into the tunnel, and they ran away from the bridge. They say their car's still there, but they don't care. The keys are still in the ignition. They left it there. They do not care. But I just want to bring you up one tweet. This is from a relative of somebody who has passed away. They are thanking Michelle Matty here on Facebook. Just one of the first indications we're getting from relatives, thanking people for their condolences. But there's a sense of anger here too, that her brother's death, in her words, was caused by a lack of infrastructure, a lack of care and concern for bridges like this in Italy. So this, Belle, the first indication we're getting from people on social media about those who might have passed away in this tragedy.